So we've come from the field. The core sample that we collected is here. So we put it in this container, 0 to 15, 15 to 30, 30 to 50, 50 to 100. So we are going to process this now. We start handling them. So if we didn't have time to handle them immediately from the field work, we could have preserved them in the fridge or freezer to make sure that they stay okay until when we are ready to handle them. But now we're going to deal with them immediately. So the first thing I'll improvise, I'll use aluminum foil, the simple aluminum foil, to dry them in the oven. So I've just improvised this to make beaker-like holders. So then I'll put in my samples. Have to make sure all the sample goes into the beaker. To ensure all of it is in there. Yeah, then I'll label this. This was 3, 0 to 50. Okay, so we'll do the same for all the samples, put them in a beaker ready for oven drying. Okay, so I'll have my sample in the oven. The oven is set at 60 degrees and I'll dry the sample to constant weight. That will take 3 or so days depending on how wet the sample was. So to determine that the sample is wet enough, I'll just come in after maybe 2 days and weigh the sample, and after a few hours weigh again to see whether I have the constant weight, meaning that it's completely dry. Then when the sample has dried enough, we'll get it out of the oven. We're going to use a simple weighing scale to get the weight of that sample. The weight of that sample will help us to determine the bulk density of the soil. So we're just going to do mass over volume. While we were coring, we knew the volume of the sample that we took, because our core is about 5 centimeters in diameter, and we took a height of 5 centimeters. So we are able to determine the volume of that. And then with that volume and the mass that we have weighed in the lab, we are able to calculate the bulk density of the sample, of the particular sample. So once we have the bulk density, we're going to grind the soil using a mortar and pestle. So once it's finely ground, we're going to pass it through a sieve to get out the any matter that would not be needed in the sample, like a root or something. Then we are going to subsample that to get a small piece of it. Mostly we've been using loss on ignition method, where we use a muffled furnace. A muffled furnace at 450 degrees for 8 hours. That burns out all the organic matter in the sample that we put in there, and that organic matter is what we convert to the organic carbon in the soil. So we'll take about 5 grams of the soil, put it in another improvised beaker using the foil, well labeled, put it in the muffled furnace, switch on the furnace for 8 hours. After 8 hours, we'll come and reweigh the sample, so it will have reduced in weight, maybe from 5 grams to 4.1 grams. So that difference is the organic matter. Then we'll convert the organic matter to organic carbon using the usual conversion factors.